Hello all, welcome to Ambari Cloud YouTube channel, part of our Ambari Cloud 108 Recipes Open Lakehouse book. Today I'm going to talk about variant column. Iceberg will be introducing variant column soon, and Spark 4 right, already introduced variant data type, and Snowflake already had it for a long time, right? So I connected to Snowflake, so you can create a table and the type of variant. So we'll discuss more details on the variant. So variant, instead of storing a JSON in a string format, we're going to store JSON data or structured data or in a variant binary format, so which improves the performance, and there's no need to do conversion while you are querying it and all the stuff. So in a binary format, and also better storage. So if you look at in the Snowflake, there's a column type called data type called variant. So you can insert and you can have, let's say, JSON, and this is my JSON string here, right? And you parse it and then you can insert it, right? Let's say, for example, I'm going to drop the table and then I'm going to create a variant column table. Yeah, you may say I can create a varchar and then you can insert the JSON string, right? And you can parse and insert into JSON string, which is fine. You can do that. But the thing is, you're unnecessarily, increasing the storage volume and then you're impacting the performance. So Snowflake supports the variant data type, and then why not store your, the JSON strings in a variant column, which is in a binary format. So I'm going to insert, right? And if you look at here, my data column, and then this is parse, and then I'm going to, I'm going to insert here, right? And then I'm going to do select statement. While you do select statement, right, it automatically, my variant data will be displayed in a string format, right? Then you can do, different way of selecting variant columns, like based on your JSON string, you can do JSON path and all that stuff, which is great. Snowflake has a variant column, and we have been using it for a long time. And if you have a JSON data, then store it in a variant, and it saves the storage and improves the performance. Okay. Now, Iceberg, part of upcoming release, they will be introducing variant data type. At the same time, the Spark, they already introduced variant data type in 4. And at the same time, Databricks 2, and Databricks now supports variant data type. So here in this video, I want to, discuss more of this variant column and how to handle it, and then how to query it from Spark. Then eventually, when the Snowflake supports Spark 4, and then once they introduce the new jar files and connect the connectors, and then once Iceberg also introduce the connector 4.0, and then we can execute the same queries on directly on the Snowflake or directly on the Iceberg. But in this demo, I want to introduce just Spark 4.0. So you download for Spark 4.0, right? And then, you can practice just the variant column. It's not that difficult. It is simple. Think about JSON, but in a binary format. Okay. So to store semi-structured data, like JSON or XML, right? Historically, we used to store them in a single string format, but now we're going to store in a variant, and which does the binary conversion, then stores, and then kind of a compaction mode. Okay, so significantly reduce the overhead, and then both on the storage and then processing, right? Because you have to if you write in a JSON and XML, the whole string formation and processing and takes time. But here with the JSON, it's faster. Okay, so you're going to create a data type column with data variant, right? Simple Spark SQL, create table customer, and then you insert, as I said, you're going to insert with the you're going to insert the JSON string. The reason here we're going to parse, because you may have a JSON address and all the stuff, so parse JSON method will cleans your string into JSON format and stores into the variant column. Then you can query, right, your data from your variant column, right? So using variant get, right, in the Spark domain. In Snowflake, you don't have to. You can simply dot data dot. You can query directly data dot and then column name. But in the Spark domain, we're going to use variant get, and then your data column here. If you look at my data column is variant, then I'm storing the data in a JSON format. Okay, so dot data dot and then name, and then now if you have a sub JSONs, right, then you can do dot dot dot. I will walk through those things, right? So let's get into. I started my Spark session here. Okay, so here I'm showing Spark 4.0 preview 2. Then I'm going to create a. Sorry, I'm going to copy this here. Okay, I'm going to create a table. Okay, so looks like the table already exists, right? So yeah, customer table already exists. I'm going to drop the table. To insert the data into my customer table, simple insert statement, nothing fancy. Okay, then I'm going to query the data, right? Okay, simple select statement. Yeah, so data is been queried, but I want to query the JSON, right? So you can do that. If you look at here, I want to each tag has a separate column, right? If you look at here, first name, last name, email, first name, last name, right? And then this is a NoSQL JSON, right? Now, so here you're going to use a variant get your tag name here, and you can get it. Now if you have a sub JSONs, and then you can do dot dot. I will show that one later. Okay, so this is going to use variant call. Now let's get into some details. So when storing JSON data in Iceberg table, it is often converted into a string, right? With this approach, it comes with significant limitations, right? Storing JSON, right, consumes more space, but particularly if you have a very long, complex data set. I know some of the JSON so big, right? And then it occupies a lot of space, because if they have like insurance policies, and then they store the whole history and all the stuff, right? And then if you look at the performance bottleneck, because as I said, you have to read the JSON, then query engine must parse and string back into JSON format, right? So JSON to string, right, stored as a string, a primitive, then string back to JSON, then you have to do the parsing. Okay. Then it impacts the optimization, of course, because as a string inherently inefficient and misses out the query engine optimization, right? So you're unnecessarily doing a conversion. So with the variant, right, binary storage encoding, right, faster query performance, and easy to handle JSON string dot dot dot. You don't have to do reconvert into string into JSON, right? So you can simply ask the variant, give me my tag values, right? And then this is important here, right? Everybody is going to. So Snowflake is already supporting it, and Redshift is already had it. Now, then Databricks, yes, is a Spark engine. Now with the 4.0, they're also going to support it. And now 4.0 is in preview 2, and then I'm sure it will become general availability. And then Iceberg version 3 with 3 format, they're introducing it. So now we will have a consistent, the data type format. Today, if Snowflake want to convert Snowflake data into variant column data into an Iceberg, we have to convert into string, right? Which is a challenge. So in the next one of the video, I will show that how a Snowflake variant column is converted into Iceberg, and then how you store into the data in Iceberg, right? So you're trading for variants, and So if you have a JSON column, all you need to do is start into variant, and then of course we'll see how they alter. They will give it from string to variant column. Will they allow it to very easily? But that information is not there in Iceberg. We will wait for that. So efficient storage, flexible queries, and platform consistency. This is how the we're going to use the variant. And then variant is kind of a JSON is a NoSQL. You can store a lot of data, right? Particularly the whole customer data will be stored in one string, one column, right? So let's get into more step by step, right? Create a order table one more time. So I'm going to spark.sql, okay, and oops, okay. I think the table is already there. Spark.sql, okay, drop table, orders, okay, and then I'm going to create this table, spark.sql, okay, I'll always use the double quotes, it's better, okay, table created. Then I'm going to insert, get this one, right? Select it, since it's just only one column, then I have my JSON strings and we'll convert into string to JSON, and you use the parse JSON also the same method available even in Snowflake. Okay. Then I'm going to insert the data. So now since the data is inserted, then we're gonna query the data. So here we'll walk through one. Okay. Spark.sql, okay, dot show, okay. So if you look at here, right, order detail, right, order detail, this is order detail column, right? Then customer name, if you look at the customer name, right, and we call as a customer name, but where is the customer name is coming from, right? Customer dot name. If you look at this one, customer dot name. So dot customer, this is the first tag, then second tag. Okay. Now look at the items, right? Items are array, right? Again, we are following the JSON structure here. Now, if you look at items, and then I want the first value, and then first value, then I want the name. Then shipping address, right? Shipping dot method. So this is how you're gonna use the get. And then if you want to get the order date, right? Simply dot order date, because this is the first level, right? These are the second level of the customer, right? So this is how you're gonna query it. And then if you look at this in book and Open Lakehouse one-way recipes book, and then I documented, and if you look at here, if you want to convert the whole variant into two JSON, there is a two JSON method, right? Parse JSON is converts a string to parse JSON, then two JSON converts the variant. They have additional methods, right? Look at it, practice. For now, I think this is sufficient, right? Now, again, if you want to, as I said, right, let's say you have a customer dot name or customer dot address dot street, right? You can do level 1, level 2 like this. So you can, for example, here, right, customer dot address, then dot address is the whole city or state and, country, and you can do dot, right? So this is how, and then, you can, if it is an array, you can define which value of the array. For example, here we did that one here. If it is an array, and what index value you want it. Okay. So definitely the variant column coming soon, and once it is there, as soon as it is available, right? Make sure that you implement variant column in Iceberg. And then at the same time, if you have a Snowflake variant column converted into a string in a in an Iceberg format, I would then definitely do a migration project from a string to variant column in your Iceberg. Definitely, and most powerful feature, upcoming feature for Iceberg, Databricks supports it. right? And Snowflake is already supporting, and then Spark 4 is already there. Once it is GA, and then everybody supports their jar files, then we are good to go. Okay. Any questions on then variant or anything about this book? Reach out to me. Eskondapalli at Ambari Cloud. At the end, I know I have the information about my contacts information. Right? You can reach out to us. Okay. Thank you all. Bye now.